What it is, it's the coolest. VVS Jules. You're now tuned into Regal Talk Only. I know it's been a minute, but I ain't finished. Welcome back. Let's get it.
I really think I was chose to do this. When I woke up, I just had this in my mind. So I said, let me put it down. Listen.
Hey, they talk but they don't listen. They watch but they don't see.
Man, what it is. I know I've been gone a minute, but there's been a lot of things going on in my life that I had to make sure I had to handle before I got all this back started. So, welcome, new set. Ain't really a new set, I just shift the cameras around a little bit to give a better aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? I can move things around a little bit more like I want to, like the screen right there. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Look, I just want to let y'all know, man, 2022 has been a great year. At the same time, and it's been a trying year. At the same time, it's been a year of learning, of learning myself more and experiencing more things. A lot of people may not know a lot about me, so what I wanted to do is make this one about getting to know me a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So I wrote down a few questions that I've been getting from people that I wanted to remember, so I got my notepad, and I'm just going to run off a few things about myself that a lot of people be asking me, and we're going to get to it, man. Other than that, man, how y'all doing? I hope everything is good in y'all world, man. It has been like so hard for me to get close to a lot of y'all because I've been so focused on this year. You know what I'm saying? That's family, friends, a lot of people. You know what I mean? I haven't been able to do my thing because I've been locked in, whether it be with the music, mostly music, and mostly with life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a homeowner now, so I've been dealing with things with this. The real estate has been up and down. Stocks has been up and down. That's how I got here. And we're going to involve some of that, in these questions because a lot of people want to know how I got here and all that. You know what I'm saying? After they've been seeing me homeless for the last 3 or 4 years. Again, this one is going to explain a lot for you guys. So whoever is watching, I appreciate you for watching because I really don't like small talk. So when I do talk, I appreciate when people listen, whether it's 1 or 100,000. It don't even matter. Long as somebody is listening, long as somebody is getting something from my message, taking and using it for the positive of their own life. So that's what we about around here, and so that's what we gonna do. First question I got from the people was, where am I from? Because every time I tell somebody, I am from Louisiana. But every time I tell somebody that, they always be like, man, you don't sound like you're from Louisiana. Well, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm definitely from Louisiana, born and raised. I was born in Baton Rouge, raised in Shreveport, Louisiana. Long story short with that, we'll get into that at a later time. I was born in Baton Rouge. Actually, I was born in Zachary, Louisiana, right outside of Baton Rouge. And that's where majority of my family still is. My father lives in Shreveport, Louisiana. So a lot went on growing up, and I ended up living with my father in Shreveport, Louisiana. Grew up there. And when I left there, this is kind of where the shift of losing my Louisiana identity happened because I left Louisiana at a young age. I left at 18. 2 weeks out of high school, I was gone. I was already having my mind on singing. So I was living in Pine Bluff. I moved to Pine Bluff, Arkansas to join the group and lived there for so long. Ended up moving to New York. And New York, I was there for another, 2 years. And then ended up moving back to Louisiana for a little bit. Then moving back out here, moving to Atlanta. So, I've been around so much different culture other than Louisiana culture. I've gained so many different lingos, different, swags, you know what I'm saying? like that when I'm with people that know me. They be like, man, I ain't know you can do that. I ain't know. Man, I've been a lot of places, did a lot of things way before a lot of people met me. Uh, Shit, growing up in Louisiana, man, that's one thing you do. You know what I'm saying? You start early. You end up, becoming a young man early. You know what I'm saying? So your way of thinking is like I'm gonna hold my own early. So I've been in that mindset for a very long time. I left my daddy's house shit the summer going into my senior year, because I wanted to be on my own. You know what I mean? I wanted to do what I wanted to do, based on me believing in myself. You know what I'm saying? Me believing that I could actually go out into the world and do music and not have to, do other things. Now, life don't always pan out how you think it to be. You know what I'm saying? How long have I been doing music? I've been doing music ever since middle school. I was singing ever since sixth grade. You know what I mean? I joined the talent show. I wanted to be in this talent show at school so bad. Uh, Singing was the thing coming up. Not always. Louisiana is known for rap, not really known for singing like that. But it's the coldest, dopest singers. The coldest, dopest people, artistic, talented, whatever you want to call it. We that, we that. Look at everybody on top of the game. Majority of them from Louisiana. That's all I'm gonna say. Of entertainment, period. Artistic things. You know what I'm saying? It's like what they say, behind a good man is a good woman. Well, behind the motherfucker at the top is a motherfucker from Louisiana. If he ain't in the front. That's my way of saying things. Tyler Perry and goddamn. So that would be Tyler Perry, and the guy I'm talking about that was behind the giant was old boy that was writing jokes for Richard Pryor. I forget his name, but he actually from Louisiana. Yep. So yeah, I've been doing music for a very long time though. Hey, right now I could literally say I've been doing music for close to 30 years. I started when I was 10, you know what I'm saying? And got on the mic when I was 11, performed when I was 11, and I've been doing it ever since, you know what I'm saying? Fell in love with it back then and, never let go. Next question would be, what inspired me to do music? What inspired me to do music? And I got a lot of questions here, y'all, so I'm probably going to just answer maybe like 5 at a time and just sort of spread these videos out so it don't be too long. And if y'all got any questions y'all want to ask me, make sure y'all put them in the comments below and I will answer them. I'm probably going to be doing this for like a little segment. Like I said, growing up so early on, I just had to become, whoever or whatever for whatever situation that I had to make it through. And what I didn't mention was growing up in Louisiana, growing up in Shreveport, Louisiana, I didn't have no family around, like immediate family, cousins, uncles, and stuff like that. So shit, having somebody to depend on outside of my father, it was null and void. You know what I mean? So it was strangers around everywhere that I had to actually make family or had to learn how to bond with. That came with a lot of fuss and a lot of fighting. It came with a lot of, just making my way through them streets, making my way through that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in church. My father, that's one thing he did. He kept us in church. He kept us, spiritually tuned. But after a while, you can only pray so much in them streets of Louisiana. That's why, I had a brother actually get locked up for, at the time, the judge gave him 62 years at the with no chance parole at the age of 17. I get back with that later, man, because like I said, it's a whole bunch of shit when it comes to my story. And I don't want to just, say something and don't break it down. So if y'all want to know more about that shit, comments below. Comments below, man. But yeah, that one is truly a story to be told, because that is a huge part of who I am. You know what I mean? Definitely definitely somebody that loved my brothers. You know what I mean? I'm the youngest of four boys, and I lost my older brother in 2007, and shit ain't been right since. So at the end of the day, again, the story is here and it's here to be told, and that's why I'm here. So let's get to it, man. So yeah, what inspired me to do music, man? I would say just the life that I had growing up, wanting to be more, wanting to be somebody, you know, wanting to achieve things that I couldn't achieve, because starting at nothing, I always felt like I could be everything. So, I did it all. I sung, played football, played basketball, played baseball. At a time, I played soccer. You know what I mean? I done did it all. As y'all will find as I answer a lot of these questions. But yeah, just the struggle, the struggle, wanting to be free of, control, wanting to be free of just other people dictating my life and the direction of it. I have a very elaborate thought, what I'm saying? I have visions. Um, shit, I lucid dream damn near every goddamn night. So I'm not the one that like to hear a lot of shit going in my head from other people because I have my own outlook on things. So with that being said, from an early age, I just been out here doing my own thing. You're definitely looking at a kid. The reason why I feel like we moved to Shreveport, Louisiana from Baton Rouge was because at the age of 5, I burnt down the damn house. Yeah, man. With the brother that ended up going to jail at 17. So, a lot of situations happened to where my family had to move in with relatives. And from what I remember, that shortly after we ended up moving to Shreveport. A lot of the family, but then a lot of the family moved back. So again, here I am growing up with all these different traumas, all these different things going on that I don't think that a kid should be having to hold on to without being told exactly what it is. Because again, you grow up with a lot of confusion and you grow up feeling neglected in a lot of ways because shit, nobody really told you why they wasn't there. They just wasn't there. So as a grown man, the way it develops is you end up not talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You end up, I end up goddamn just being to myself person first. I like being around people, I like being around family, friends, all that. But I'm me first because I just grew up like I knew I had to take care of me because nobody else is going to do it. So, yeah, that's what it's inspired by. You know what I'm saying? The pressure. Again, the name again, VVS Jules. My name is very significant to me because it embodies who I am and embodies what I am. You know what I mean? What I had to go through and what I had to become to be who I am today. Again, shit, I couldn't burst. I couldn't break. You know what I mean? I couldn't do something that to cause me to go to jail. Had a brother there. Couldn't do anything that caused me to, had to get laid 6 feet deep because I got a brother there already. You know what I mean? So I couldn't break. I had to hold on, you know what I'm saying? And that shit just turned me into what I am today. Right. With that being said, shit, I just think a lot of people could use that part of my story to help themselves out because shit, not everybody can hold on through tough times. Not everybody could, go homeless for the sake of knowing that they can make it one day and believing in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I remember at one point I was eating peanut butter and jelly in New York just to survive. You know what I mean? Didn't have no money, didn't have no job, didn't have no shit. Relatives miles and miles and miles away. You know what I'm saying? I remember the times I was sleeping on benches in New York. So yeah, it was crazy. You know what I mean? But I've done a lot of things like that to get where I am today because I knew I was starting from nothing. So how could I complain about not having nothing? I came from that. So my complaints was not having something. And shit, as long as you live, man, that's what you should be out here trying to do is have something. So I learned a lot of ways to have something from nothing or turn something from nothing. And that's sort of the journey I'm on right now with this YouTube and turning something into nothing, right? So without further ado, I think I answered that question. What inspired me to do music? Shit, just, you know, wanting a change in life, wanting to change the course of my life, you know, wanting to achieve my destiny on what I feel like I should be doing in my life, right? The next question. What are 3 of my favorite moments growing up doing music? Oh, sheesh. I would say the first one would be the talent show, the very first talent show I ever did when I was 11 in 6th grade. I ended up, hearing about the talent show, and this was a boiling point to me showing everybody that I could sing or that I wanted to sing or that, you know what I'm saying, I had a gift or whatever. But I remember somewhere before that, at one point in time, when me and my brother was living with my mama, I had witnessed the effect of my brother singing to my mom and how happy she had got because of that moment. And I'm around maybe 9 or so then. So fast forward to 11. Between 9 and 11, I had watched him sing and do so much and get so much accolade that I took it upon myself to just learn in the background, just learn how to do it, hear it, you know what I'm saying? So I started mimicking, I was tuned into rap at first, and then I started singing, it was Ice Cream Man, Master P. I think that was one of the first things I started singing. Bone Thugs and Harmony, you feel me? Boys to Men, of course, but I must say when R. Kelly came around and showed me that image of that R&B thug, knowing that this is what I'm growing up in, this is the image I'm portraying, not even by choice, it's just, where I'm coming from. I seen him and was able and seen somebody that I can actually pattern myself around. And that is what made me great, I think, because being a mimicker, he wasn't too hard to mimic. So that took my mind into thinking that I could actually really, really sing. So singing his songs around school and to people, it led me to believe that I can go do this talent show. And in this talent show, I ended up singing, it was two choices. I'm not sure if y'all remember Usher's first single, what it was, Get Around. Look up Usher's first single. I think he was like a year or two older than me, 2 3 years older than me, and so I looked up to him at that age. So I was either gonna do that song or Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love. But it was just one thing about that Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love, which y'all all know, and it's that high note at the end. I tell you, as I practice and practice and practice, boy, I realized I could hit the hell out that note at 11 years old. I was cold at hitting that note at 11 years old. And I remember I used to just go out, like walk outside and not show nobody that actually I can do it. Walking home from school and doing shit like that. And hitting the note every damn well. And so I had the confidence that I could do the note by the time it came to do the note. So here it is, talent show, my turn come. And I started singing a song, and the crowd immediately, everybody set up because they know that part coming. Man, he gonna do this part, man. This boy, he can't say that. He can't. All my friends that knew me before then, nobody ever heard me sing. So everybody in the auditorium, and I'm doing my little thing, and then get to this part. Man, I never forget. This was life change. Man, that high note came and I had done. What did you know that part where you go? I remember I said, uh, uh, you can be my friend, so I know I can believe it. The very next time she'll be my friend. Yeah, that part right there. Like, man, that build up, bro. Man, I must tell you, that was the craziest build up I ever had. All the way up until the next point. And the next point is, so boom, I ended up hitting that note, won the talent show, got the trophy, ended up going to all the parties after that. Everybody knew my name, sung at all the parties in the city after that. And yeah, long story short, I got a name for myself for singing in the city, and there we have it. I kept singing. Been a singer ever since. The second moment would be when I went to Pine Bluff, joined that group. We moved to New York. Long story with that, we ended up making it on Apollo. And if you know about Apollo, Apollo was the greatest stage to be on for all singers known to man ever since goddamn Michael Jackson days, way before that. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen the Michael Jackson movie, when he was young, he was looking on that bad boy like, damn, I want to do this. So what that tell you? When he was young, shit. So when he was older, I was young doing the same thing. And ended up getting on there with my group Apollo. Let me get back to it because I had to answer the phone. So let me get the story back right. So we went to New York. We made it to New York. We ended up doing Puffin making it the band first, but they wasn't accepting groups, and we didn't want to split up doing solo members and stuff like that. It was too early to be doing any of that stuff. So we said we're just gonna go start singing at open mics and stuff like that. So we started singing at open mics and met a few people. One of the cats that we met was a frat brother of one of the group members. One of the group members was a Anoop. Shout out to Jamon. He just ended up taking us a few places. We sung a few places. Took us to the Apollo. We sung for somebody and ended up doing a little audition that day. We did our little audition, and the people was like, shit, we want them. So I want to say, whenever filming started, we were like one of the first acts to start filming. So how filming is, you don't get to see everybody on the show. You just do your part, and then, everybody else do their part. And then there's a winning segment, and then they figure out who won. And then you end up coming back and doing another segment. It's weird. Long story short, shout out for After though, man. We got paid for that. That's why I got my first tattoo. Shit. Yeah, so we did that. We got the check. Now they calling us and they telling us, oh, it's the finals. We made it to the finals because we won. We won 3 times in a row. All right. And after the third time, we just thinking, okay, shit, we won. We not thinking no finale. I ain't never seen none of that growing up on TV, no finale or no shit like that. So, yeah, boom. There was a finale. And with the finale, the funny part about that is what I was telling y'all before I started the story. Look, man, when we got to the finals, and it was this dude that came, and he had this big old bomber jacket on. We was all in the back. He had his guitar on his back. And I never forget, everybody looking at him like the dude weird. Me coming from where I'm coming from, I'm looking at it like, this nigga rap? This nigga sing? Nigga look like a rapper. Hey, this nigga, he probably about to be dope as shit though, because I'm already knowing, that energy. So I think I go over there and holler at him, man, what's up, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? Man, good luck out there, man, do your thing, woo, 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 woo. The rest of the group members was kind of, I ain't gonna say standoffish, but I'm more of a people person, man. I got fussed at for when we first got to New York. Shit, I was everywhere. I got fussed at for being everywhere. Long story short, they told me to calm down. So, I go meet him. You know what I'm saying? Tell him good luck and everything like that. And we go on, boom, 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 do our thing. Then somebody else go, then he go. Man, when I tell you, I went out there to watch him. And when I tell you, dude took out the guitar, well, he pulled out a stool. He sat on the stool. Now, mind you, got this big ass bomber jacket on. And he got down, pulled out this guitar and got the flang, 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 flang. I done had money. Blang, 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 blang. I done been broke. Long story short, yes, it was Life Jennings. So, need I say more? If you know the story of Life Jennings, you'll know that we did not win the finals. He did. Because that's how he got his deal, and that's how he blew up. So, yeah, my second favorite moment was actually outshadowed by Life Jennings. But it was still dope, man. It was still pretty dope because losing to Life Jennings. That showed me what I needed to bring, you know what I'm saying, being the lead singer of the group. Long story short with that, I ended up going solo. And shit, one thing I got from him is to make sure you add that not only feeling and passion and real to something, but that grit to the music, right? Don't be afraid to add that grit to the music. Because if go back and listen to that song, that was the first time he introduced that song to the world. And when y'all heard that song, think about how you felt, right? That boy was bad. Shout out to Life Jennings, man. Shit, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run into him shortly. I've seen him a few times, but never got up to him, got a chance to pound him out or anything. But yeah, man, shout out to that boy, man. Shit, third moment. I really can't talk about the third moment right now, but I will make sure that I tell y'all about the third moment when the third moment actually happened, because it didn't. I ain't gonna say when it happened. It didn't happen, but it ain't came into fruition yet. All right. And this music business is certain things that you have to abide by to make sure things happen the way they need to happen. So, with that being said, I can't really say the best thing yet. And that's why I kept it for last. Bam. So, the third, y'all gonna have to wait for the third, but remind me to tell y'all about the third, I would say, in the next 2 to 3 months. And I'm gonna leave it at that. It's gonna be dope as shit though. Trust me. Trust me. You'll wanna know what the third is. Trust me, you wanna know what the third is. I'll give you a real good clue. Something like that. You know, if you've been watching me this year, following what I've been doing this year, I did it this year. It happened this year. That's all I'm gonna say. It happened this year. And that's one of the dope things that I've done this year musically. And man, I'm proud, and I'm happy about it. And shout out to my bro J Hot, man. And shout out to the bro goddamn Ray Lavender, and shout out to the bro Uchi, man. We've been doing our this year musically, business wise, and just making sure we, you know, capitalize on our gifts, man. That shit'll never stop. Music is, what they say, it's in the veins, man. With that being said, where else we gonna go? So I answered 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna end at this one. Number 5. What are some highlights of my career in Atlanta? Wow, shit. Well, we're gonna have to start from the greatest, because the greatest thing of my whole entire career just happened this year. So I'm gonna leave that there. That's that highlight. The second highlight would be, I have to point out the significant things, because they actually brought other things that would have never happened unless this one thing right here. Work with my bro TJ Making Moves back in 2011 on his artist, O Life. Shout out to both of them. I was homeless at the time, living in the shelter. Long story short with that, he came and got me out the shelter. TJ came and got me out the shelter. The deal was I write O Life mixtape, 12 songs, and I put my little stamp on it. I was like, shit, nigga, you let me give me a place to crash or whatever. I got damn write this whole mixtape, and we'll get a deal. And I promise you, we'll get a deal within the next 45 to 90 days. Man, a lot of times, a lot of things I say have came to fruition, and that's why I'm here today. And this was one of the main things that happened for me. I was able to say that and get that opportunity, and I did that. 2 weeks, I wrote the mixtape. He sung everything. Everything was beautiful. Y'all can go on live mixtape right now and type in O Life. Dry the Ladies Crazy. Dry the Ladies Crazy. O Life, Dry the Ladies Crazy. You'll hear me on there. I'm on the background. Shout out to O Life again. The boy, Five. Boy, Five. Not sure what happened to him, but from that situation, he ended up getting a situation with L.A. Reid. Something happened, and L.A. Reid heard the music and loved it. So, being the writer of the music, this was the first. Ooh wee in my career. Well, working with him was the second thing. The third thing, which they go hand in hand because they happen at the same time. The music actually got to L.A. Reid, and L.A. Reid is the GOAT, damn near, of R&B, one of the GOATs of R&B. So for him to put a stamp on that music it meant everything to me because being the writer of it, shit, from a homeless situation to my music getting to L.A. Reid and him hearing it and saying that it was a go and wanting to work with the artist. I think at the time Coach K was working with the dude. Not sure what happened to the situation, but I just know it didn't go all the way through. It didn't go all the way through. That's what happens in the music business a lot of time when you're a songwriter. You end up wishing and hoping and praying that the artist actually blow up or shit, get the deal and put the album out really. Even shit, and blow up or whatever, and so the music can actually be heard. If that never happens, then a songwriter sort of just stays in that ghost position. And that's sort of where I've been for a while. With that being said, goddamn, L.A. Reid heard that music though and said it was fire. If y'all go to YouTube, type in O-L-Y-F-E, that's the artist, light-skinned cat, and just listen to the music, man. That's all you need to do. Cold Shoulder was the video that I actually was in at the end of the video, and I was so proud of that damn song, man. That mixtape and that situation from L.A. Reid let me know and to be confident in my songwriting abilities, and that just projected me to just never stop. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept on working, kept on writing, kept on doing music. That boy TJ dubbed me the Kingpin, and I just, I'm not an egotistical person. I'm a spirited person. I'm very passionate, very driven. And with that being said, when someone gives me something like a title or opportunity or anything like that, man, I'm not the one to let you down. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that want to show it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that want to make sure that everybody know this cat put me on. You know what I'm saying? This cat did that for me. And if he wouldn't have did that, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't have did what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I love to give credit where credit is due. That's me all day. If everybody can't play with the ball, I'm taking the ball and I'm gonna bust that motherfucker. I'm the friendly friend. I'm very unfriendly when friends aren't friends, if you know what I'm saying. I don't like when everybody in the circle is bickering. You know what I mean? That slows down the ship. So yeah, I'm like Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I'm hard on my team members, hard on my teammates for the championship, because if you're on my team, I know where you come from. And if I know where you come from and I know you deserve to be around me, you deserve to have a championship trophy. You deserve to win. You deserve to see the light of day. You know what I'm saying? Like this big bulb around my damn head. You feel what I'm saying? You need to see the light of day. Bright as this. You know, just look up. Oh. So, with that being said, man, shit, like, you just got to make sure you put in and you put on when you get your opportunity, whoever give it to you, and make sure you give that credit back to the person who gave it to you, man. That's reciprocation. When you ain't got that money, man, give a man his credit, man. That's reciprocation for you, man. Keep it a thou wow. You feel me? Always do that. Always do that. I don't care what a person did or didn't do, man. Always give them their credit, bro. Because it's not the blessing not coming from you. It's coming from source. Believe that. So yeah, those are my 3 highlights. I didn't tell you the first one because it actually applies to the one of the favorite moments in my career period, and then it also applies to one of my favorite moments in Atlanta because it happened in Atlanta and it happened this year. And I will tell y'all that within the next 2 to 3 months if you remind me. But even if I don't remind you, you're gonna hear about it. Yeah, man, you're gonna hear about it. And with that being said, man, life goes on, challenges happen, things happen, but you got to keep things in motion. You feel me? Because one thing is for sure, 2 things for certain. If the ship stop, that bit gon' sink. You see what I'm saying? You can't think that you got floating device. I ain't got no floating devices. I don't have support. I don't have the family behind me that can hold me up. I don't have the friends behind me that can hold me up. It is me. You feel me? Everybody look out for me, they give me opportunities. It's never really a monetary opportunity because everybody around me ain't got it like that. You feel me? Everybody around me work hard and gain resources and as far as network, you know what I mean? Know people, you know what I mean? Can put you in a situation where you can go do this, sing for this person or write this for this person, and this could happen if you do a good job. Like I've been around those type of people, and those type of people that put me in position to get where I am now. So, you know, I can't say I did and got here by myself, but one thing I can say is I had to make sure I Steph Curry that motherfucker. I was shooting from way above the arc. I was shooting for way above the arc. Shit. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody that is, you know, on the come up, trying to make it happen, that believing in themselves and don't really have too many people believing in them. That belief in yourself alone will get you to where you need to get to. All you have to do is not look at the time frame. Make every day enjoyable and just apply those days and let them stack up. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing for certain, 2 things for sure again. No good deed goes unrewarded by source. That's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? Law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? If you put it out, it got to come back. So just make sure your mind right, make sure your energy right. Don't stand in the mirror and lie to yourself about your energy and where you are and the things that you deserve, because truth of it is you and source know the truth of what you deserve. So if you know that your intent and your mission is righteous, then shit, you all right. You're going to get that, and it's going to happen for you. I can almost promise you that. You feel me? Almost, because I ain't you. If it was me, I promise myself things, yes. That's how I get here. You know what I'm saying? It may be crazy, may seem crazy, man, but I don't do a lot of praying. You know what I'm saying? Because I expect it to happen because of my intent and because my mission is righteous. And if I'm here, God wants me to be here. Source wants me to be here. The universe wants me to be here. Whatever you want to call a higher being wants us to be here. So why not take this time to do something with it? Why not take this time to experience life, to express yourself, and to do everything that you can do to change your life and put it at the, you know, level you want it to be. You feel me? Ain't nobody gonna do it but you. You know what I mean? Man, shout out to all R&B lovers. And that's something that I really wanted to talk about the damn verses, man, but I probably gonna I'm probably gonna do a little short segment between now and the next few days, cause I know we're about to be talking about this for a while. I'm just trying to see where everybody going with it. You know what I'm saying? Because man, she crazy out here right now in R&B. But yeah, that's what it is. I ain't gonna keep y'all no longer. I'm about to let y'all up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to your boy. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe bell below, right? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, then the bell. The bell gonna notify you that I dropped something, all right? And if you do that for your boy and click that like button, everybody gonna get to see this. The channel will grow. Message will get out. You get to say, man, I knew him way before y'all, man. I knew him way before y'all. And everybody good, kid. You feel me? Hoping to see y'all in the streets one day, man. Hope to see y'all in the streets. Hope to see y'all in life, man. But I appreciate y'all. I love every last one of y'all for watching, giving me your attention. Like I said before, if one is here, I appreciate it, man. But I want that 100,000. Believe that. So again, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and hit that like button. If you like what I got going on, make sure you stay on the frequency, baby. It's your boy VVS Jules, and I'm signing out. Regal talk only. Yeah.
I really think I was chose to do this. When I woke up, I just had this in my mind. So I said, let me put it down. Listen.
Hey, they talk but they don't listen. They watch but they don't see.